Forget everything Jurassic Park taught you. The T-Rex wasn't a leather-skinned killing machine with the texture of a wallet. It was closer to a 7-ton chicken with anger management issues and nothing left to lose. For most of the 20th century, scientists drew dinosaurs like heavy metal album covers, scaly, reptilian, personal trainers for other reptiles. Every textbook illustration looked like it was trying to sell you a leather jacket. Then, in the 1990s, paleontologists in China started pulling fossils out of the ground that made every one of those textbooks instantly, professionally embarrassing. These weren't vague impressions in the rock that you had to squint at and believe in, like a Rorschach test for people with tenure. These were feathers, preserved, detailed, undeniable, the scientific equivalent of getting caught lying on a resume, except the resume was what dinosaurs looked like. And the lie had been repeated in every children's book for 100 years. Here's the part that really ruins the mental image. Feathers didn't even start out being for flight. They started as insulation. Dinosaurs weren't growing them to soar majestically into the sunset. They were growing them because it was cold, and they didn't want to be cold, which is possibly the least majestic origin story in the history of majestic-looking things. Somewhere back in the Triassic, a small, unremarkable dinosaur got a little fuzzy to survive the night, and 200 million years later, that decision produced both the bald eagle and your neighbor's homicidal backyard rooster. And it wasn't just the small ones. Close relatives of the Tyrannosaurus, the actual bloodline of the most famous killing machine in Earth's history, have been dug up wearing full-body fuzz like they lost a bet. Picture it, the apex predator of the Cretaceous. 6 tons of muscle and bad decisions. Walking around looking less like a monster and more like a broken feather duster that got tired of cleaning and started hunting instead. Now, before you go redesigning every dinosaur in your head as a giant sky chicken, some of them did not get this memo, and they did not want it. The really massive ones, your Brachiosaurus types, your walking apartment building types, mostly kept scales. When you're the size of a building and producing your own body heat like an industrial furnace with a tail, feathers stop being insulation and start being a fire hazard you wear voluntarily. So the actual Cretaceous landscape wasn't a clean, consistent theme. It was scaly 10-ton giants sharing a swamp with fluffy, over-caffeinated murder birds. And somehow, nobody in this ecosystem held a meeting to agree on a dress code, which brings us to the detail that ends dinner party conversations. Birds are not descended from dinosaurs like some kind of watered-down legacy sequel. Birds are dinosaurs. The line never broke. It just downsized, moved into your backyard, and started fighting you over a piece of bread like it still owns the place because, biologically speaking, it kind of does. That means the seagull that stole your fries at the beach is not kind of like a dinosaur in some poetic, inspirational poster way. It is one. A direct, unbroken, fully credentialed dinosaur standing on your table, judging you with the exact same evolutionary lineage as something that used to eat things your size before lunch. And here's the twist. Nobody puts on the poster. The asteroid didn't end the dinosaurs. It just did the layoffs. 99% of the department got cut. One small feathered division survived the meeting, kept its badge, and rebranded as birds so thoroughly that we built entire zoos, feeders, and a national holiday around dinosaurs and didn't even notice. So somewhere out there, right now, while you're doing absolutely nothing threatening, a pigeon is standing on a park bench, staring at you with total, ancient confidence. The last living employee of a company that used to run the entire planet, and it has never once stopped believing it still does. So the next time someone tells you the dinosaurs are extinct, look outside. One's probably on your windowsill right now, filing its taxes as a bird, waiting for you to drop something.